Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year. I haven't been feeling very well, so I didn't stream for a while. But I'm back. I'll be streaming today and tomorrow, and it'll probably be. Hang on a moment. It'll be Kingmaker, not Kingmaker, but Wrath of the Righteous streaming, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that's coming up. So we're going to be doing more companion quests today. First, we're going to do this rank up quest here. Commander, permission to report. We're short on soldiers. Any evolution, I don't know what that word is, from taking Dresden is long gone. We now face the harsh reality of a drawn-out war. What was sufficient for an exponentially force won't cut it for a proper army that needs to hold the territories around Dresden and still advance forward. Now that we've dealt with the weary and replenished our officer corps, we need more troops. I suggest you write a letter to Mendum and ask Her Majesty for a new draft. It will take some time, a long time to be perfectly honest, but it's the most reliable option we have. Mendiv is already giving everything he can to spare to this war. I say we ask our priests to be more active with their preaching in other lands. Let them inspire more people to volunteer. Now, the regular draft may not be enough. We have one permanently in effect as it is. We suggest that the crown recruit all who lost everything in the attack on Canabras and other cities. Instead of meager state-issue meals for these orphans and homeless refugees, they'll get army rations, pair of boots, and a spear. It's not the best solution for them, and they won't be the best soldiers for us. Still, we'll have plenty of material to shift through and forge into solid combatants. Yeah, you won't get far on sheer enthusiasm. Unfortunately, we have good coin to dress it up. Everyone who's ready to fight for lofty ideals is already here. It's time to call on those who would fight for gold. Now, what about the troublemakers from the Wary? Do they criticize us still? Negative. Ever since you took those measures, we haven't heard a word from them. After your changes within the officers' ranks, the command staff is showing nothing but loyalty. I'm not going to discuss the details. Here's what the choice effects are. This is the one I chose the last time I did this. Just preachers, and then we get critical growth. I don't really like drafts. I'd rather people be motivated to fight in a war instead of being forced to. So I'm gonna do the preachers. I need to turn this music off.
No time for
So we're
idling.
basically playing on the equivalent of hard difficulty. Only, of course, I keep retraining on in case I want to go through with that, because I have had to respec a few times. Like my main character got respect, so I could get her the blinding bombs. Was that the only change I did? Oh yeah, I got rid of spontaneous heal. That was good in the early game, but in the later game, it's kind of useless. And I decided that getting two of the... I don't know, what's the name of that ability? The one that basically makes it so if you get a crit, you have a 50% chance to negate it. Same with the sneak attack. That was definitely more useful than than the spontaneous heal, which only heals you like 5 points anyway. Not very much. My mindset was early in the game it was actually pretty good, but not so much in the later game.
The world is full of wonder.
I actually should have got... I actually should have got preserve organs instead. I plan to get all 3 of them, in fact. So that has a good chance to negate my critical hits and sneak attack damage on me. And blinding bombs are really good. Basically, if it gets the blind stats effect, it has a 50% chance to not hit me. And it takes a 2 penalty on armor class, and it loses its dexterity to armor class. That's big. Much bigger than the Tanglefoot bomb I had before, so I wanted to respec and change that. I, of course, still got Dispelling Bomb, because that's also good. Improve Critical Rapier is good. Actually essential for the build I'm doing. Combo that with the mythic version of this, which increases the critical damage I do, and that's really good. That's good for extra damage. This is kind of essential for running a dex-based character, so I don't have to invest too much in strength.
A simple smile goes a long way.
Let's go find Lann's mother. Basically, if you don't know, Lann's mother came and wanted to see him, so I had to. Yeah, she's over here. So I need to talk with her. As for Ember, she's been abducted, and we have to rescue her. I got these messages off screen when I was doing other things, so I'm sorry you didn't see them. Oh, I said this in my head so many times, and now that I actually have to say it, I can't put 2 words together. I want to talk to my son very much, but he is avoiding me. I know you are friends, or at least he listens to you. If only you could convince him to at least approach me. Just a minute. What's your son's name? I know no one by the name of Neith. Oh, of course, forgive me. Neith is not a real family name. Exactly. My husband didn't have any at all, and neither did I. We took the name of the village he lived in. My son's name is Lann. He knows I'm here and is hiding from me. I can't blame him, but I might never have another chance to make amends and tell him I love him. Why doesn't Lann want to see you? Isn't it obvious? I gave up and abandoned him. The day his father and I decided to go our separate ways, that was that. He must resent me or hate me. Maybe he's ashamed of me. Or maybe he's wiser than me. Some children shouldn't meet their mothers. There's no point in reopening old wounds. But I still want to see him so much. Why did you abandon your son? Because I gave up, convinced myself that it was our decision, not my decision, that would be better for everyone. I'm not sure if Lann told you, but I had other children besides him. He did. They were different. All of them were special, and all were missing something. They just couldn't survive. The last one was born in pieces, and I realized he would be the last one. I just knew it. I didn't need any healers to tell me that. After that, it's like I sank into a black hole. I saw Kieran grieve. I saw Lann struggle to find a place for himself. The neighbors felt no pity for us when they heard about our struggles. They accused us of worshipping demons, Lameshu, anyone, and I realized, yeah, this is Lameshu, by the way. And I realized I was to blame for all of it, for making Khan go up to the surface, for deciding to have children with him no matter what, for appearing in Khan's life, having Lann, and for what? So he could suffer? Clan and I discussed it. He said he would take our son and go to his tribe. We both thought we were relieved, relieving each other of a terrible burden, that at least we would be making Lann happy because he would grow up among his own kind. I still ask myself if we did the right thing. If Lann doesn't want to see me, there was nothing right about it. A half-elf marry a mongrel? How did that happen? When it comes to love, doesn't matter who you are. Back when I was young, I was a smuggler. One day, my friends and I were attacked by our rivals. They were in such a hurry to get their plunder, they didn't even finish us off. They just threw us into a well. I ended up in the mongrel tunnels. Kian was young and curious. Luckily, our boots interested him less than we did. He brought me back to life. I screamed and stabbed him. It was probably a sign that our marriage wouldn't be a happy one, and still we loved each other. He took care of me, and I was always ready to make me laugh. He was optimistic, but not the most driven man. I, on the contrary, was too driven. I dragged him to the surface. I believed back then I could move mountains if I just wanted it hard enough. But it didn't work out. Alright, I will find your son. Thank you, this means so much to me. Have to go. Thank you for your time, Commander. And now our goal here is to reunite mother and son. Yeah, this is where Ember would be, but preaching to people. But she got abducted by, I think, Bafflement cultists. And we have to rescue her, but we'll do that after we do Lann's quest. Your mom came to see you, Lann. Why don't you want to talk to her? Ah, she got to you too. It's not that I don't want to see her, I'm just busy. With, this and that Crusader matters. Sometimes I feel like a mother of a large brood. And besides, she didn't come here for me. She's here on business. I don't want to distract her. By the way, have you seen her card? I got one from a merchant. Rhea Neath, Fresdale & Co. Trading House, Nero-san. Embossed in gold and everything. People with gold lettering on their business cards probably don't have time for idle chit-chat. I bet you need to book an appointment a week in advance. Even if I do, what will we talk about? You think I'm angry at her? I'm not. I never was. She and my dad had it rough. They didn't make it, and that's nobody's fault. Well, you're taking your whole abandonment situation very well, Lann. But so much time has passed, she and I are just strangers now. If you happen to see her, tell her I've got a lot on my plate right now. Maybe some other time. I know she lives in Neurosen now. Maybe I'll send her a present on her birthday. Well, let's go talk to the mother again. I'm sorry, but Lann doesn't want to see you. He is stubborn. I'm not sure if he gets it for me or his father. Please try again, but now... There, it's an arrow from his very first bow. I made them so bright so they could be easily seen in the grass. That's a clever idea. When I was practicing archery, they weren't so bright, and I had to struggle to find them. I actually did manage to find one. I missed the target and had to go in the woods, and my father bet $50 that I couldn't find it. I managed to find it, and I got $50 from that. That was awesome. I taught him to train his vision, to account for the wind, to fix his string. Just take it to him as a souvenir and keepsake. Tell him I've never forgotten him. I know Lann won't forgive me, but he should know that at least. Never really learned how to account for the wind, though. That seems like an advanced thing in archery. Now I'm kind of curious how you would account for the wind.
Trouble?
In archery, though. Like I figured, if it's blowing a certain direction, you might want to adjust your aim a bit. Maybe aim in the opposite direction so that if it's blowing, the wind will blow its, like, maybe if it's blowing a certain amount of degrees, you might want to slightly adjust your aim so that when the wind moves it still won't affect where you want to aim. Something like that, I guess. Give the arrow. Your mom gave me this. She never forgotten you. She is very sorry. This is my toy from when I was a kid. It doesn't matter. Not anymore. She made her choice, and my dad let her. I don't want to blame her. I have no right to. Yeah. Looks like the so-called "I'm not mad at you" thing may not be true after all. Sorry, I must have woken up on the wrong side of bed today. Sitting around dressed in for too long is bad for me. I start getting irritated by the smallest things. I'm always in the best mood when I'm killing demons in the wound. Don't tell her I threw away the arrow, and please don't tell her I don't want to see her. It'll be better for everyone that way. You really are stubborn, Lann. I guess we're doing this again. Well, I guess the only option we have to progress the story is to say we threw the air, he threw the arrow away, even though he told us not to do that. Sorry, Lann, but I'm going to have to go against your wishes here. All right. It was just a silly, sentimental piece of wood that won't change anything. He is right. He did the right thing. Oh, what's this now? Yep, looks like he changed his mind. Mom, you look well. Lann, you're so tall. I see your entire tribe is here. How is Dad? Did he stay down below? He died. Oh, I see. Is that all you have to say to each other? Why don't you finally reconcile? Because we never fought. I don't understand why this is such a big deal. Alright, we said hello. I've done my familial duty. Do you hate me, Lann? Mom, of course not. I understand. For years I blamed myself for you and Dad trying to live a normal family and have more children. If I hadn't given you false hope of being born alive and almost human, grief wouldn't have broken you. If anyone's to blame, it's me. I don't have the right to be angry with you. No, you shouldn't blame yourself just for being born right. What does it matter if you have the right or not? Say what you really feel. Can't joke my way through this, can I? Do you want me to turn to my mother and say, Mom, it doesn't matter that my last brother was taken out of you piece by piece. It doesn't matter that you have been banished from everywhere because of Dad and me. None of that matters, because a selfish brat wanted to have a mom, and still does, even after growing up into a man. Is that what you want me to say? No, that will never happen, never. You already said everything you need to, sweetie, and you've never been a selfish brat. Headstrong and a little lazy, maybe, but never selfish. Forgive me. I loved you so much. Whether you believe it or not, I'm sorry that I wasn't strong enough to be the mother you deserved. I forgive you. I love you too. What I said just now, I went too far. I was so lonely without you and angry at you and at Dad, at myself most of all. I know, Lann. I'm so sorry. You silly little Kate potato. Don't you dare be angry at yourself. I never regretted having you, not a single day, you know. I'm leaving soon, but when the war is over, find me in Nesserland. We'll visit your brothers together. I made sure their graves were looked after. Well, do you agree? And look, they're hugging. Hmm. Alright, let's go rescue Ember now. Oh wait, hang on a moment. Is Lann over here? He might have some words to say after this. Okay, there's that. That's why I wanted to go over there in the first place, but got a bit scatterbrained there. Bit of a fun fact. When I was playing with my first character, I actually leveled her up completely. I turned her into a dual-wielding throwing axe character. I used the throwing axes that I got from fighting the one of the bosses in that, well, in the winter area. The one where all the people were fooled in believing that the Crusaders were demons. I actually gave her the ability to well, actually not the ability, but the feat to use two weapons at once without a major penalty. And my original plan was to have her wield two weapons and a bow, but when I looked at the feats and realized that you can actually make it so you can not provoke an attack of opportunity when you use a ranged weapon, I decided at that point to just focus her on full range and give her a twin throwing axes. It actually works out. They don't have the range of an archer. I mean a longbow, not, but they do good damage. And even if enemies do close in on her, she's much more durable than spellcasters and even standard archers due to being a fighter and having the ability to equip heavy armor quite effectively. So there's that. Leveled up Wolfjik too. And after looking at him again, I'm still debating whether I want to use him or Greyboar. But I'll use Greyboar for now. I'm gonna need to cure these two diseases right here. I was also using Celia a lot with my first character, but I decided to switch her out with the Griffin. And since I lost Kalia, whatever the heck her name is, the one our companion who was killing people because she thought she could cure the world wound, or spirit had the knowledge, or spirits that she was in contact with had knowledge to cure the world wound, but was insane and needed Crusader blood. I decided that no, she had to answer for that. I replaced her with him, social, and and I respect Lann so that he could actually use trickery. Wasn't a class skill, but I gave him some feats and stuff so they could use it effectively. So yeah, when I play this game with other characters, I try to diversify my party a bit. Use characters I don't use the first time. I'm using Ember as one of my mains in that one, and I substituted her out for this one for Darian, the Oracle. Nimiko is pretty much unique in my mind. She's the only pure wizard you got, so of course I'm using her. That's the thing about this game, Kingmaker. They only really gave you one, and the one in Kingmaker actually is part rogue. So it takes you longer to learn certain spells. That's why when I did my playthrough of it, I actually just got a mercenary instead, and made him an arcane bomber wizard. Okay, that's weird. I could have sworn now let's played it, the shrine was down here. Let me check. I maxed out diplomacy. I'm rank 4 there. Logistics is rank 3. Yeah, I did. Speak. I should tell you that I learned something interesting from this. Is after you complete Ivory Sanctuary, which is over here, I can actually do it. Well, not. Yeah, it's Sanctum, not Sanctuary. My bad. You first have to get the password. I mean, not the password, but the passcode from Winter's Run in order to do this, and you also have to go to Green Great Gates and recruit the Succubus character, because she tells you about the Sanctum. Though I learned that after you complete the Sanctum, you can actually go to that starts the you go to another place to complete Act 3. So you're meant to do the Ivory Sanctum later on. I know that Blackwater here is a very tough spot to go into. This place was brutal. Enemies have ridiculously high armor class. So definitely do this one when you're like a very high level. I might bring Wolfjik because he can use touch attacks. That's a good way to deal with them. Do I have the teleport? No, that's Mark of Terror. Oh no, that's just an outpost. I'll probably have to... Yeah, I'm building those guys up.